Me telling you guys about the best investments at the time has its benefits and drawbacks. It draws a lot of attention to certain items and can cause them to be overhyped, but also brings light to why stuff is fundamentally a good investment. Today, I want to talk about the methods I use to look for good investments and profitability in the CSGO market, explain them in detail, and why you guys should use them as well. So as always, if you guys do enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're almost at 44k, so be sure to help me get there. And just before we get into it, check out this quick pre-roll on how to get a free $5 trading with the sponsor Skins Monkey.
Hi you! Yes, you! Would you like to get $5 for free for your first trade? Just use skinsmonkey.com and get your extra skins. See description below to enjoy the special promotion and receive 5% cashback for trading your CSGO skins.
The first resource that I want to go over that's probably the best indicator of whether or not you should be looking at investing in a case is by a Reddit user named Fiedjik. Oh my god, that is so hard to say. I hope I said that right. Either way, it covers the amount of CSGO cases unboxed in a month. Now, you might just be looking at it like, wow, there's 3 million clutch cases unboxed in the month of June. But what exactly does that tell you from an investment standpoint besides, hey, that's a lot of cases? Well, there's a lot of ways you could look at it. I'll link the Reddit post this guy posts every month in the description so you guys could compare yourselves. But if you're looking at investing in something like the breakout case, since the price is rising so much, you might want to compare prices from previous months to it now. Are less being unboxed since price is rising so quickly? Do people simply not care and continue to buy in strength? Stuff like that. It's about as precise of an indicator as you could ask for if you're looking for how much strength there is behind a case. I mean, it literally tells you the number unboxed a month, and you could compare that to the numbers unboxed in past months, how price has gone up, and how, I guess, the numbers unboxed have reacted to that. Stuff like that. You get the point. All the numbers are in front of you. But for example, if you're looking at comparing different months, there's been 22 million cases unboxed in May, but only 18.8 million unboxed in June. So that's something you have to take into consideration for your calculations as well. But once again, it's just a great resource to covering some really basic information behind cases that can be really helpful and tell you how strong a case is and how good of an investment it should turn out to be long term. Now, the second resource that I want to cover is another one that I use in videos pretty often, and it's pricestalker.eu. Depending on what you're looking for or how deep you want to look into a certain case, this could just do the amount of cases opened per month's job, the chart I showed earlier, a lot easier. The website is pretty self-explanatory. It shows the amount of cases on the market at any given time. Often you'll notice that the vast majority of them have been decreasing in supply on the market throughout the past year at least. Now, the way I like to look at this to determine the strength of a case and if I think it will increase or decrease over time is by the comparison of cases on the market over time versus how price has reacted. For example, the Chroma 2 case throughout the past 6 months hasn't really had too much crazy supply action. It's really just been up and down from around 15,000-ish cases to about somewhere in the low 30,000s. But you'll notice that even though the supply on the market has really been up and down, the price action has been a lot more stable of an uptrend. Something you can also note is that when supply on the market seems to consolidate and stay completely flat at a level, price on the market seems to correlate and go sideways as well. Just an interesting thing to look out for. And supply on the market and how it's changing day by day can definitely show how price is changing as well, and once things start to lower in supply on the market, price definitely has some big action as well. But also, since the uptrend is a lot more stable than supply on the market, I think it also just tells us that the entire case market, especially the cheaper ones, people are getting more and more comfortable with paying a higher price as time goes on. And even though supply on the market in a case like the Chroma 2 case might be up and down, it's still low compared to a lot of other cases and can be easily increased. It doesn't take an obscene amount of buyers to raise it up a few cents in price, despite supply not really changing. There's just not as many people willing to sell at as low of a price over time. So just another interesting thing to look at and why I think the case market is so strong, especially with cheaper cases, and why I talk about them so much. But yeah, those are really the two main resources I use. One final one that you could try to mess around with is looking at buy orders on the Steam market, but it really won't tell you too much. I'd say it's really just a good metric to determine what levels cases and stuff like that can dip to during a Steam summer sale or an operation release or anything that's going to cause people to sell sell items to accumulate Steam funds, but is very rarely necessary, and there's not really too many ways you could benefit from it, I think at least. Also, the extension I'm using to view this is called the Steam Inventory Helper on the Chrome store. You do have to open the Steam Market on Chrome to see what I have here, but if it benefits you, to each their own. I hope you could use it in some way, and feel free to leave a comment if you have some better way that this could help you. But buy orders really don't tell you too much on the Steam Market besides levels that the case could drop to if there's something on Steam or happening in CSGO that's going to cause a lot of people to start selling. And if you potentially want to buy off that tip, maybe you could place a buy order like 1 cent above a level that a ton of people have placed their buy orders at, and then hopefully you'll be able to scoop up a ton of cases at a cheap price. But yeah, overall, I think that does cover everything that I want to go over in today's video. So as always, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And of course, check out Skins Monkey as well for that free $5 bonus. Link at the top of the description. But for now, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.